and gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Sham.
Back to another episode of the Bury the Booking podcast. My name is Del. That is Devin. How are we today?
Doing great. Can't
Doing
complain
great.
about nothing.
Coming off of 4th of July. Hope everybody's 4th of July weekend is still going and it's good and it's safe and, you know, people are well fed and not exploded and all that good stuff. So, you know, there's that. So let's not waste a whole lot of time here. Let's jump into some things. We do have to get into AEW Forbidden Door, the review for Forbidden Door. We talked a little bit about it last week as we recorded a couple hours prior to. We gave our last minute predictions, seeing if anything changed from the previous prediction that we had done. So AEW Forbidden Door 2026 is in the books, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. But before we do that, how did you feel about AEW Forbidden Door this year?
As a whole, it was a solid show. Like I wasn't upset about nothing or how anything played out. Most of the matches were like B tier, you know. None of it was horrible.
Yeah, no, AEW is not going to give you a bad show in
like
ring.
Overall, like there was no. Overall, it was a solid A.
Yeah, it was a decent show.
There were some matches that were a little too non-bearing.
Okay.
But overall, I enjoyed the show. I really did.
Yeah, same for me. Overall, enjoyed the show. Overall, I never hate any AEW pay-per-view, any pay-per-view offering that they have. Just doesn't happen because I like in-ring wrestling, and I feel like when there's an event, when there's a show, with multiple matches, yes, AEW is going to give you a show on the lengthier side. It's going to be a long show, but what they're not going to do is skimp on the in-ring action and skimp on the quality of matches that they give you, and this one was no different. So let's jump into Forbidden Door right off the bat. Let's talk with the main card, and let's go Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr. Thoughts on this match? This was one of the few times you're actually seeing a Zack Sabre Jr. match and in the ring with somebody the caliber of Kenny Omega. So how did Zack look to you?
Well, here's the thing. It was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Solid A. But I had nothing wrong with Zack Sabre. He didn't get enough credit for. I never gave him enough credit as being as good as he is.
Yeah, he's all yeah.
The issue I had with this match is Kenny Omega.
Okay.
He's not as good as he once was.
True.
He's not. He's not bad, but I'm seeing. I shouldn't compare old Kenny to this Kenny, and I'm doing it. And I think that's what the issue was. I think Zack Sabre Jr. was great throughout the entire match.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Zack Sabre Jr.'s the matches. I mean, just from his New Japan stuff and just all of that, he's just been great. Yes, Kenny Omega has not been the Kenny Omega of old or Best Bout Machine or any of that stuff like that we've been, known and been accustomed to Kenny over the years. It's been like that for some time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've gotten used to the style that Kenny wrestles now. I mean, there's still that Kenny Omega in there. Like
Yeah.
there's still, he's still got clearly with this match with Zack Sabre Jr. You got the Kenny Omega that people have grown to love and to know, what the caliber of matches are with him. But yeah, I think that this match, while we're talking on that subject about Kenny Omega, I feel like this might have been, and of course it's a testament to Zack Sabre Jr. and his skill also, but I feel like this might have been, in recent memory, one of the best Kenny Omega matches that you've seen in a while. And it's because, you got somebody in there like Zack Sabre Jr. that can do all of that. He's like a Swiss Army knife when it comes to being in the ring and having those type of matches with people, like just adapting to different styles. Like he wrestles his style, but just anybody else, like no matter what move set that person has, like it's just always in the ring with Zack Sabre Jr. Like those matches always just seem better for some reason. So I think that's partly why we've seen that good of a match out of Kenny. But yeah, I mean, it was a good match. At the end, Kenny Omega did get the win over Zack Sabre Jr. I thought that Zack could have benefited from a win. I mean, I'm not 100% surprised, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is Kenny Omega. It's AEW show. They can do whatever it is that they want, but could have gave Zack Sabre Jr. a win there, but
it would have done a lot more. It would have done a lot more for Zack than Kenny.
Yeah. But I mean, I get it, and especially due to the fact that we'll talk about it when we, give everybody the greatest professional wrestling podcast segment in the history of professional wrestling podcasts and AEW in a nutshell. Well, we see why that match that Kenny won was, it makes more sense once we get to AEW in a nutshell. Next up, we had the AEW International Championship. This was Jon Moxley versus Bandito. Wasn't expecting the ending of this matchup, but
did we need all the blood? Yeah.
I don't think we.
I think so.
I don't think we have not accounted for that when we come to Jon Moxley matches. Like it's just it's just something that
it's
that
there. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's something that is gonna happen.
We can't do nothing about it. Like that's his thing. He's still trying to keep that toughness up.
Mm-hmm.
But I see right through you.
I don't think we needed to have this in a match with Bandito, but it's okay because we figured we were going to get it. But I mean, the match was good. Listen, I really enjoy any match that I see with Bandito in it. Jon Moxley has been doing great he's been having great matches as well.
Jon Moxley.
You're just tired of Jon Moxley
because he put it like it's not what it used to be. And I go, wrestlers got to change. They got to evolve. Things got to happen. But I don't like all this softness. I don't like all these feelings and you being a good person. To me, you suck. Cut that out.
Done with that. Done with all that. Well, we got the ref stoppage here. Like I said, I didn't see the match ending this way, but I did have Jon Moxley winning.
Oh, because of little blood. It was a lot of blood. What am I talking about?
There was some blood there.
Felt like a B movie by the end of this. It was like, this was crazy.
And it wasn't like that cage match on Night of Champions with Seth Rollins and
This one was weak.
And Braun Breaker.
Weak compared to this. AEW's
in comparison to Bloodshed.
AEW's worst pay-per-view match is better than WWE's best.
Whew. It'll make a lot of people mad with that, but I'm not upset at that.
What they gonna do? They can't beat me in no fight.
Come see me with these hands.
There you go.
But yeah, Bandito, he bled a lot. Bled a lot in this match. Referee stoppage. Jon Moxley retains the International Championship, and there went that. Next up, let's go the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship match. Shota Umino, versus Pac. You like Pac lately. You've been
he's doing good. What the hell was he wearing?
It's Forbidden Door. He wanted to give you something different for the pay-per-view.
Shit out.
You don't like the singlet?
No, cut that shit out.
Okay. He was trying to, I guess, get back to the wrestler. To show you was a wrestler.
No.
Okay.
No. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
Good match. Very good match.
Yeah. Listen, Umno is great. I haven't watched as much of New Japan as I have in the past, but always try to make sure you see certain people wrestle. He's one. Pat can have a good match with anybody.
It took a little bit for it to get going, though.
Yeah,
it took a little bit. Like they was confused. Like, what are we doing here? But then when they found their groove, it was like, all right, cool. We both professionals.
Oh yeah, and it definitely turned out to be one of those, and it actually played out like a New Japan style match. Like it was really like the pacing and all that was really kind of like New Japan. It was like watching a New Japan style and paced match, just in an AEW ring, but. Umino wound up defeating Pac. I mean, I think we both agreed that there wasn't going to be a title change.
Yeah, not with this.
Yeah, not with this. And then, of course, we were talking about with Pac and the going back and forth and all that stuff. So, didn't really think he was going to emerge victorious in this match. But the match was something to see. So I'd say if you watch a couple matches or a handful of matches, Forbidden Door, if you're looking for highlights or you can't get the entire show, or if you don't have time to watch the entire show, this match and a couple other matches that we were talking about that have yet to happen on this show, and I'll tell you which ones they are. Of course, you know which one is the main one you should be watching, but AEW Women's World Championship. This is Starlight Kid versus Tekla. AEW defending Women's World Champion Tekla. I'll leave it to you. Listen, I'm not upset with anything that happened in this match. I like Tekla. The match was good. But what were your thoughts?
Crazy thing is I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought there was a lot of things going on. Tekla and I gotta say, Tekla right now is one of the best women wrestlers AEW has. Completely.
Yeah.
Starlight Kid, I don't think she realized what she was getting in the ring with. I don't think she ain't Google it or nothing. And like she didn't think about like why am I here? Because one, Tekla's facial expressions and body language is crazy. She telling all her business just by looking at you.
Yes. Yeah.
And where's Starlight Kid from? Nagasaki. So she know about what's going on over here. And she still got in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, there were some times there, like, because Tekla, it has a way about her, so she was definitely playing it up, and there was, yeah, she's playing it up a lot. So there was that, there was that overconfidence part that played into it. But I mean, it's Tekla, so that's what you're going to get, and especially all the stuff leading up to this match with her saying she wanted to destroy the Stardom, and she was tearing it down, she was burning it down, and she was spitting on the logo and all this. No, so
But like, it's not like Starlight Kid's not like accomplished.
correct.
What was it? She was a high speed champion, New Blood Tag Team champion, inaugural New Blood Tag Team champion tournament. She won that with Karma. She won 5-star GP awards, was a Blue Star Best Match in 2004, GP Technique Award in 2001, Fighting Spirit Award, Shining Award. Like, she done things. Like, she if she comes over to the US full time,
I could see her coming over to
she could.
AEW.
The thing is, I don't even want it. AEW's not gonna know what to do with her. That's the problem. AEW's not gonna know what to do with somebody like this.
Then that would leave like an NXT, and then
She better than NXT.
Right.
You bring her over to the main roster, have her.
I don't have a whole lot of confidence in what's going on in the main roster right now in the women's division in WWE.
Neither do I. But you need new faces.
You
need new
true.
talent. You putting all your stock in EO.
You are, yes.
Like, you bring this fresh 24-year-old, 25-year-old young woman over there at WWE. Let her shine. Let her do her I'm about to say her Asian thing. Let her do her thing and just, perform. The young kids.
I mean, it's happened, yeah. And
Like,
it's happened before, with Forbidden Door and AEW having somebody out there in a match, and then next thing you know, WWE snatching them up, like it happened with Stephanie Vaquer, which is like, I guess, like the biggest, most recent, one. But I mean, I don't have a lot of confidence. And you're right also as well about the AEW aspect of it. But the WWE main roster, even that, and NXT, I don't have a lot of confidence right now in what's.
You gotta push for the. You gotta understand. I know she's Japanese, but people in America don't know. You gotta push that K-pop idol type thing. That's a moneymaker. It's a big thing, and you ain't got nobody in WWE to pull in that crowd. You don't. EO's angry all the time. Even when she's smiling, she angry. You got Asuka, Kyrie saying they out.
You had Kyrie.
You had Kyrie.
You had it.
You ain't got no Asian diversity in on your roster. Not female wise, even male wise. Where's Shinsuke? Where you got Kazawa? Like, they not doing nothing. Where the young Asians at? You missing a whole crowd of people. You missing that New Japan audience.
Yeah.
You realize how much money you gonna pull? You pull in her. You pull in Natushi Po. You pull in who else over there? Who else over there that I know of? What the heck? I don't remember her name. Hana something. You pulling these ladies, it's crazy. You gonna open up a whole new door. You worrying about Saudi Arabia. You worrying about them. It's like 8 billion on the other side.
That's fair.
You messing your money. You messing up your money.
AEW World Tag Team Championship match. Adam Copeland,
These
Christian
old ass
Cage
men.
versus the Dogs. Look, man, I know, but the match wasn't bad.
It wasn't at all.
The match wasn't bad.
We get the Bang Bang Gang too.
Yep.
You know,
We got the return. We got the return of Jay White.
Yeah.
I was waiting on this. Hopefully we get. I don't know what we're gonna get, but it's good to see Jay White back.
There's a lot of things. A lot of things happen outside the ring that made this better.
Okay, yeah.
Cause I don't care nothing about Cooping Cage.
I know.
I don't. They old as shit. I think they're older than I am.
Mm-hmm.
No. I just told you earlier, man. I take 14 pills a day. Like, what are they doing?
We know that there was no way at all that they were losing the titles here. Not yet. Not yet. Not to the Dogs. Not here, at least.
No, I don't think many people are really on board with Coop and Cage. I don't think the hype is there.
You think people have seen the reunion, they've seen them win the titles, and you think they're out now? You think they're over the nostalgia?
Yeah, it's done. Like, you don't see them enough. They're not doing anything. They're not in no drama.
Yeah, they kind of just come out, have matches. I mean, they have this little thing with the Dogs, but this was to get to this match point, to get to where we're at here. Nothing else really.
One of these guys,
they don't have to really, but
you're gonna have to get to the point where you pass it down to a younger squad. Like, you're gonna have to pass it down, and you're not like I know Christian Cage. He is an attention hog. He want everybody looking at him. He want to stay relevant and, keep this name, this brand going. Dude, pull a Undertaker, pull up Stephanie McMahon, get yourself a podcast, and just sit back and chill. You probably got a lot of great stories, a lot of great insight, stuff like that on the whole wrestling game. I don't want to see osteoporosis ass in the ring.
I know they had their little thing before, the little show that they had. But I mean, they could always dust that off.
I'd rather have these two guys, Christian Cage, Coop, on a show, talking, having a good time, some cigar, some bourbon, just doing what old men do. I would listen to that all day, every day.
doing what old men do.
Man.
Leading in next, we had the Owen Hart Women's Tournament Final. This was Maya World versus Mercedes Moné. Not surprised at the ending. I knew where we were going with this, but I mean, a lot of people wanted and thought Maya World should have won this.
Here's the thing. Maya World's only been training for a couple of years. If I'm not mistaken. 2002, 2001? I mean, 2021, 2022? Right? That's when she started?
Yeah.
So she
did around 22.
So she relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
How you better
I was about to say this match here is like,
How you better than Mercedes Moné?
she's awesome. Just like like I said, a lot of people were like, man, maybe she should have won. But the story we're telling here, I didn't like. I get it, and my world winning and getting to the finals was great story. But we have time. We have time for her.
Yeah.
Like, we got a lot of time to build on that momentum, build more in ring, and clearly she can have fantastic matches. So that we ain't got to worry about, So, but Mercedes Moné was definitely going to win this match. She was always going to win, and go on to get her title shot, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think her and Maya are definitely not over, because I feel like I can see that match again. That was I really actually enjoyed that more than I thought I was going to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, with knowing and pretty much predicting Mercedes to win, the match was nothing suffered from that. He said, Maya's got time. She'll be fine. She'll
Yeah.
be okay.
I can see that.
She's gonna be okay. Yeah, she's going to be okay for
just
sure.
Got to get rid of Mercedes Moné.
Not yet. She's still got some.
She go from doing
yet.
something great to being boring to doing something great to being no consistency with her.
It just maybe this will kick it off. Like I said, she's got the title shot now, so you're gonna see a lot more of her building up to the title match. So, and then you got her and Tekla. I feel like we're already entertained.
Yeah.
Before we even see what's going to start transpiring between these two. 12-man tag team steel cage match. We had the Team Briscoe. This was Mark Briscoe, of course. We had Darby Allin, Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and Orange Cassidy. This was versus Team MJF, which consisted of obviously MJF, Kyle Fletcher, Kazuchika Okada, Kevin Knight, Jake Doyle, and Andrade. I wear expletives on my shirt. El Idolo.
Let's start this.
Thoughts on the cage match. First of all, thoughts on the cage. Thoughts on we had the circular cage.
Yeah,
circular cage was cool. Circular cage was really cool.
Looked amazing. The whole setup was great.
Yeah,
solid A for me. I like in AEW. I like this type of carnage.
Yeah, that's what they do.
I like this. This was you got the what is it? The Blue Thunder Bomb from Takeshita.
Yeah.
You got the coffin drop from Allen. It was the J Driller, the MJF. Like it was so much going on. Like you don't. How can I put this? You want this to be your main event type level. Like it could have been.
Yeah.
Like this is sure enough. Even though we had like 8 other billion matches after this, this right here was like, all right, cool. Like if this ended the show, I'd have been like, cool. Swerve who?
Yeah, and I didn't think so going into it because we had that match. We had the actual tag team match version of this on Dynamite. So I'm like, he's just giving us this, and then we get the cage match. In my mind, I'm like, okay, the cage match will be different, but I just seen this match. They did manage to give us something completely different and a different tone and a different, aesthetic than we got from that.
Yeah.
From that Dynamite match, which was great. Team Briscoe wins. Of course, you talk about the J Driller, MJF. MJF and Briscoe. We'll talk about that when we get to the nutshell. But this furthered having Mark and Team Briscoe win. This furthered that along with the beef with him and MJF, which is, I don't think I had Team Briscoe winning before. I think I had MJF's team winning.
I think did I have?
But
I think I had them winning.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you did.
I don't
And it makes a lot more sense once we get to Dynamite. But it definitely was a hell of a match. And that cage again, I can't express enough how cool I think the circular cage is and how much it separates AEW from it separates AEW from WWE. So if we keep that going, just keep that circular cage. It's fine. Yeah, This takes us to our main event. Takes us to the Owen Hart Men's Finals. This takes us to Will Ospreay versus Swerve Strickland. And I was talking earlier about matches that you should, if you can't watch the whole thing, you should watch matches. And you haven't seen this, yeah, you should make sure that you watch Swerve and Ospreay here.
This was the best match of the night.
Yeah.
This was the best match of the night. Like there's like this
and the weekend, if you ask me.
Yeah, we can definitely go there and say that. Like there was a lot of things going on, but there's nothing that AEW can do to lose this momentum after what went on. Like you can't drop the ball after this. Everything is set up so nice, so neat for you.
Yeah,
you can just ride this thing into the sunset.
In the perfect world, AEW should not miss here. They
shouldn't.
They should not. But they've done it before. But yeah, back and forth with Ospreay and Swerve and the near falls and the false finishes and the kicking out and this match, I feel like we could talk in great lengths about it, and it would be awesome, which we cannot do, but it would be great to, do like I would love to like rewatch this on like a watch along type situation, but
we can't show it.
Right, exactly. That's what I say. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we can, but this match was fantastic. It definitely was best match of the weekend. We had a lot of wrestling over the weekend. We had a lot. We had Night of Champions, you had TNA, you had NXT, you had this, and these two just went out there and just earned that main event spot.
Yeah,
they definitely earned that main event spot for that show. So it 100% did what it was supposed to, and of course, there was no way that Will Ospreay was not winning this and not getting his title shot.
Because it doesn't hurt Swerve at all. Like nobody's thinking Swerve is like, oh, he should have won this. He's what? No, nobody's thinking that at all.
No,
I'm definitely not thinking that. It's just Swerve was in a ring with a competitor who was equal, but then became greater, and you lost.
Yeah.
Like I don't have I would never be like, oh man, Swerve messed up. No. Swerve is gonna be all right. He gonna come back.
Yeah, Swerve is fine. And it's funny. I think it might be a little different. It might have been a little different. The tone might have been a little different. If Swerve were to win, I feel like people everywhere would have been like, "Why? Why isn't Ospreay going to win?" Fight for the title? Like that just makes a lot more sense. So this was a no-brainer.
You want to have your main guy in the area where he's from and the people that love him.
Yeah. To ultimately win the title. Because listen, if he ain't winning the title It makes no sense.
Because you can't have. That's like you losing in Philly.
Right. Yeah. Right.
That just wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's one that's bad for business.
Yes. Terrible. People and everybody everywhere has been waiting for you to win the big one. And then you're in your hometown, you're in your backyard, and you get that opportunity. And the entire world, not to mention, that whole part of the world is behind you,
Correct.
and you lose. That's not happening. That's not happening. So, early predictions for the main event for Olin.
We know.
Will Ospreay is winning the AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, we know this.
Yeah, that's.
There's no ifs, ands, buts about it.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. So that does it for AEW for now. We're gonna sandwich this with AEW. So right now I'm gonna jump into the week that was in WWE. There's a couple of things that happened. Well, not a terrible bit, but there were a couple talking points here. Let's start with Monday Night Raw. Overall, with Monday Night, how did we feel about the show altogether?
I don't want to watch Raw after AEW.
Coming straight off of,
I don't want to do it.
Forbidden Door.
I don't like it.
You're jumping into Monday Night Raw.
It's like going from HBO to the Disney Channel.
Okay, that's fair.
Like Raw, the way Raw started make me want to smack Triple H.
We talk about with Oba and Brock and
yeah, but there's no reason. Like I told you before, give Brock the title, let him go against Oba. Oba win the title. We're done with this.
Well, we ain't doing nothing.
Done with this.
We ain't doing nothing. That was perfect.
Not planned.
Yeah. So Oba Femi starts the show. Oba Femi comes out. He, does the whole King of the Ring thing.
Mm-hmm.
It gets interrupted by Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Brock comes out, cuts his promo, does all this. Essentially, for Brock comes out, just says, I don't watch the product. So, congratulations. I need Paul Heyman to, told me this and this and that. And, you called me coward, called me a bitch, all this and that. Kicks him low. Long story short, Oba Femi is like, hey, I know I just won the King of the Ring and I won the championship match at SummerSlam, but I don't need that. I want Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was like, oh, okay, well, we can do this, but it's going to be in Hell in a Cell. So we have Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi, Part 3 in Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam. And Oba Femi just was like, that, whatever with the title. The title will be there at some point, but I'll go get that whenever. So pretty much F the World Championship. I don't need a title.
I don't need.
I don't know how I feel. I get it. I don't like it.
No, I don't. SummerSlam is setting up to be garbage.
If we wanted to get to Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar, Oba one didn't have to be in the King of the Ring.
No.
Oba didn't have to win King of the Ring.
No.
Because it was like, all right, well, the plan is Oba Femi's going to win the King of the Ring, get a title shot, but then just pretty much say that title shot doesn't mean anything because you want to fight Brock Lesnar for the third time in Hell in a Cell.
Stupid. Dumb. Really dumb. I'm angry about this. I'm not gonna. I'm at the point. I take off work for SummerSlam.
Mhm.
I think I might not do it this year.
I mean, look, you got a couple matches already signed for SummerSlam. You got this match. You got EO and Liv.
Don't care about that either.
You excited for EO and Liv?
No.
SummerSlam shaping up. We got April. I mean, August 1st and 2nd. So it's what, a couple weeks away?
No.
Like 4 weeks. Got 2 matches, 2 big matches.
Barely. These are barely matches.
I didn't
There's
want
no
to. First of
reason-
all, I would have been way more okay with just. And I know that the plan was, I guess, to get to 3 matches and get to Brock and Oba in Minnesota. I guess that's what we were going for SummerSlam. But I didn't need, and I don't need 3 matches here. Like, the match at WrestleMania served its purpose. But whatever, this is the story we're telling.
Here's the thing. We didn't need any of this.
No.
And if you wanted to have this big story, I think what makes me angry is you retired.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch of stuff. So let's take that. And now that you said that, let's talk about the Oba Femi Brock Lesnar situation, because we had, Oba Femi Brock Lesnar. This whole thing. You had the WrestleMania match, fake retirements, winning the King of the Ring and throwing away, just pretty much just saying the title shot means nothing compared to having another match with this guy. Like, the thing that we're in the business for, right, is the championship. And he went through and won the whole tournament and was just like, nah.
Is this supposed to build suspense?
And then,
You're so worried about Brock that you're ready to put this title thing on hold. Brock is more important than some gold around your belt.
Yeah, Brock is more important than winning a world championship in where you work.
You go from
the thing you're working for,
the king to the ruler to now Jeff.
Now you're Jeff.
So,
here's the thing, though. We got SummerSlam is 2 nights. If you was that dude, you could have just got your title shot the next night.
Yeah. If you were supposed to be that dude, you should be able to take it on at the same time.
Exactly. I'm going to beat Brock.
And then I'm not going to get out the ring.
And then I'm going to take my title.
Yeah. I would do that. I'm going to beat Brock.
But then...
And then hold off until the next guy come out.
But no, it's hey, the title doesn't mean anything. The title will be there. The title's gonna be there. It ain't going nowhere. But don't want any of this to happen. But anything at all can happen. That title might not be there. You might have this match at Hell in a Cell with Brock, and then you might not be able to wrestle no more.
You get injured accidentally.
That opportunity. And then that thing never happens. So never say that title will be there, because you don't know.
Your career might not be there because it's already dwindling. The fire is flickering out for Oba.
And their thing is they're riding on, and it's going to work. He beats Brock Lesnar in Hell in a Cell. It's going to work for a while. Like, those fires that are dwindling, it's going to reignite that flame again. It's going to be like, Oba conquered the beast in Hell in a Cell in Brock's hometown. And, he's off to the races now. Nothing standing in his way. between him and the title shot, which he had already earned and just kind of threw away. But I don't know, dude. I don't know.
We spending too much time on broke ass Brock Lesnar.
So on from that title situation breeds the title situation that we do have. So we're talking about SummerSlam. We got Brock, Obafemi, we got Io and Liv, and we do have something for the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns to do, because just swooping right in, just taking that opportunity now that Brock said, hey, Oba said, hey, I want Brock. I don't need that championship opportunity at SummerSlam. You know who said, I'll take that championship opportunity at SummerSlam? Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, fresh off of his win at Night of Champions over Braun Breaker, putting that behind him, now wants to conquer and put down and take back the championship that he pretty much that came from Roman not being around. So we're looking at Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam.
This is fine.
You're good with this?
This is fine. This is fine. I'm okay with this. They got beef with each other, long standing. Seth has turned on Roman numerous times. You know, I'm okay with this. This makes more sense than him and Braun Breaker.
Yes, it does. It 100% does. It 100% does. You know, we got the whole, and they're destined to do this dance till the end of the time. The Shield, Seth turning on the Shield, all that. We've, you know, and they talked about it during setting this up. So here it is. You know, it's and then Seth is like, "Oh, you haven't beaten me," even though he has. But you know, semantics with being the tribal chief and whatever like that. But
I'm hoping that this is the end to a lot of this old ass storytelling. I'm hoping we got people in the back writing things to give us new reasons for stuff, because I can't keep watching this Young and a Restless ass wrestling. Like, it's not getting resolved for me. You telling me you lose? Like, when Kevin, here's the down. When Kevin Owens had to go out, we lost a lot of entertainment.
True.
We lost a lot of entertainment. You got Johnny laying around. We need that. He was at a photo shoot taking pictures with fans laying on the table. That's crazy. Hilarious. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But we're missing him. We're not. You just got rid of Damian Priest.
Yeah, Damian's got he's got his hands full of AAA as well. So.
Now he's at AAA. What are we doing? You're getting rid of and moving people around. I get it. You need to, but you're not bringing people up that should be up. Like I'm jumping ahead, but you just got to the Carmelo Trick beef.
Right. Exactly. I mean, we're essentially all sense of purposes, we're done with Raw, so we can jump into SmackDown. There's only a few things that I did want to talk about, unless you had anything from Raw you wanted to talk about before we jump to SmackDown.
Raw, Maxine Dupree tried.
She did.
She tried. Chad Gable, still great. That's it.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. That's and if I was gonna add anything, that would have been it. But yeah. So only a couple things. I mean, SmackDown, I believe, was a better show than Raw for me, but I definitely do want to talk about the Trick and Carmelo situation, because I guess we're getting Trick and Carmelo at SummerSlam, which we should. I'm into this. I'm looking forward to this. But like you said, we're just now getting around to that. But I'm happy we got here finally.
Yeah, it's finally to the point where we're getting something that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting to a point where it's starting to make sense. There's reasons that Carmelo and Trick got their issues.
Mm-hmm.
We could have been riding this for a minute though.
Yeah, long history. Yeah, we could have had interactions, but I guess, they wanted to establish, even though Carmelo was doing his thing and, had all those series of matches were dragging off and building that up and all that. And then when Trick got there, they wanted to build Trick up and give him some wins and some momentum and putting him in place, which definitely worked because Trick Williams has it. Like there's no dispute about that. Trick Williams is a bona fide star. And I would argue to the point, even though I like Carmelo a lot, like Carmelo Hayes is one of the guys I really, really enjoy watching. But the trajectory from a WWE standpoint for Trick Williams is way higher than it is for Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
But
here's the thing. I think Carmelo Hayes is always going to be able to build himself up.
Mhm.
Like if he dips, come back, because he did it when he was dipping with the Miz, he was dipping with Dragon. Like he had a couple dips, and every single time you're like, oh shit, there's Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, and he's awesome, so the people are going to like him because there's nothing not to like about his in-ring ability. It's not like
Correct.
he's, there's nothing that would detach them from him, even now as working as a babyface. Like it's
Yeah. So I think Carmelo Hayes is perfect. You keep Trick pushing him, but if Trick loses anytime soon, we go.
a loss for Trick.
downfall.
Yeah, a loss for Trick
hurt
definitely
him.
hurts him. Yeah, it would not do him any favors. So I mean, obviously, if we're take early predictions for a lot of things, Trick beats Mello at SummerSlam. If we had that match at SummerSlam, like there's no way Trick Williams is losing. But I do want to see that match because I am, invested in both of those characters and the history of the characters with NXT and all of that. I just enjoy seeing those two on the screen. Maybe one day we'll see them reunite, some type of team, stable, something, anything. I just like seeing Trick and Mello on my screen. It's just,
You'd have to get rid of that dude though.
Lil Yachty, I mean, you could keep Lil Yachty, just put Trick and Mello together.
I need Yachty to hit the gym. I need him to hit the gym, the performance center. If you're gonna be there, be there.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not mad at the fact that he's around now. I'm used to it
because he's doing stuff.
Yeah,
and he's not flopping all the time.
Right, like he's it works.
Yeah,
it works. It's not out of place. He's not like he was at first, obviously, because he, it's a foreign object entering our product essentially, but it works. I'm not upset.
Here's the thing I need Lil Yachty to do. I'm gonna need him to fix his facial expression.
Okay.
I'm gonna need him to fix that face up. Cause he's got too much going on up here. Like you can see the wheels turning, like trying not to mess up.
Right.
And I give that to him. Come on.
Yeah. You're making a point.
Jesus. Like I get that. Like Yachty has that. Like you can see in his head when he's in the ring, like he's trying his best. And it doesn't feel natural all the time.
Not all the time, right.
So I just give the man more training.
Yeah, and I think it'll work itself out. I think it'll work itself out. The longer he's around, I feel like it'll smooth out.
Like is he gonna be the new Prince Yaya? No, Nana?
Probably.
That's fine.
He's the we have Swerve and Nana at home. That's
Yeah.
That's what I call them. But yeah, it's working right now for on WWE side. It's working. So I mean, SmackDown had some things on it, but I do want to make sure that we talk about the thing that we definitely need to talk about because we're shaping up SummerSlam as we talk about it. Your prediction for Night of Champions? Sami Zayn, new WWE champion, opened the show, had a great segment where, he was like, I could be real petty right now. I could tell everybody who didn't believe in me to kiss my ass, but I won't, even though he just did.
He did.
A couple times. But
he's like, I went with my people. He said, my people. He ain't acknowledging none of y'all. He's like, my people.
Nah. Yeah, so like I like this. I like this a lot. The segment was good. Cody comes out. Cody and Sammy, they go back and forth a little bit. Sammy's like, look, come on, man, stop all this. I know what this is. I know what you're out here for. Let's not do this. And then he did that before when Cody came out to talk to him. When Cody was still the champion, he was like, could you not do this American Nightmare thing? Like, just be Cody. Like, stop BSing me, man. Just be Cody. So that brings out Jey Uso, who is still, even in the loss in the King of the Ring, not winning the King of the Ring tournament, still trying to get a championship, still trying to do what follow Roman's orders essentially and get the WWE championship and win that for the family. Jey Uso comes out, congratulates Sami Zayn, then says, look, you know why I'm here. I'm looking for this title. That turns into a whole situation. Adam Pearce, who is now general manager for both shows due to Gunther and Nick Aldis' situation that's going on, makes the main event for SmackDown, which was Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. Winner is the number one contender and will face Sami Zayn on Monday night, which, as we record on our classic Sunday, is tomorrow night.
Correct.
Thoughts on that main event, thoughts on the result of that main event, and thoughts on what could potentially happen tomorrow.
I don't give a crap. Jey Uso, garbage. Cody Rhodes, boring. We know what happened. We know who's getting. How can I put this?
Yeah, so Cody beat Jey, we know, in the main event of SmackDown.
Jey doesn't deserve anything.
Jey never wins. So first of all, Jey was instructed to win the King of the Ring tournament to get the title shot. Didn't work. Then he tried something else to try to get a title shot. Had an opportunity to get a title shot. He lost that opportunity.
Because it's Jey Uso. Yeah. Here's the thing. It's going to be Sami Zayn. He's winning.
And Sami wins at Raw.
Yeah, he's not going to lose it anywhere else. Now, here's the thing. You make it a dirty win. I
agree.
You got to make this a dirty win.
I agree. Cody coming on too strong. Cody is zeroing in on the win. Sami Zayn takes a shortcut. Make sure that he's not that champion that just loses right out the bat. I can see that. I totally see that.
And that's how you make Sami win all his matches.
I'm not upset at that either.
Slow descent in the madness.
I am on board with that.
Paranoid. Think everybody's coming after the belt. Even the women's division. Straight Halula kick. Any of them. Any of the Brie Bella.
WWE's not allowing that, but
anybody. Somebody take the foot. And I'm telling you, that's how you build Sammy up. You make him super paranoid that people are trying to not only just wrestle to get the belt, but trying to steal the belt from him physically.
They don't
And
want him
just
to have
have
that
him-
moment. They don't want him
yeah.
to have the thing that he worked so hard for. Like there's back to we can circle it back to conspiracy Sammy. There's a
Yep.
conspiracy to get the title off of him now that he's won it. So that could work.
And that's how you build Sammy up. Just
could
have
work.
him win everything. Catch him in the back, paying off a ref.
Yeah, something. Just any and every shortcut that you could take.
Everything.
Sami Zayn's gonna take it. I'm in. Oh, I mean, that was WWE. So we AEW'd, we WWE'd, and now to make a perfect AEW sandwich this week, we have to put the top on it. We have to put that very delicious, very seasoned, very crisp, very buttery top bun. You like sesame seeds?
No.
No sesame seeds. So no sesame seeds on it. Unless you listening like sesame seeds, then the sesame seeds on that top bun. We have to make the perfect sandwich. I like buns. So guess what? We're about to give you the most delicious sandwich that you've ever consumed. And you consume it through your ears. Can it be delicious if you consume it through your ears? Probably not. Which means it's going to sound good. Because it's the greatest professional wrestling podcast segment in the history of professional wrestling podcasts. It is AEW in a nutshell.
All right. We're going to start off with Dynamite. This week, Dynamite was all about setting the stage for All In. The show opened with MJF retaining the AEW World Championship against Mark Briscoe in a brutal fight. Briscoe pushes MJF to his limits, but the champion found a way to escape with the win. After the match, MJF kept attacking Briscoe until Kenny Omega made the save. That led to MJF offering Omega a title match next week, but with one huge catch. If Kenny loses, he'll never be allowed to challenge for the AEW World Championship again. We've seen this. We've done this game before. The Don Callis family had also had a busy night. Andrade fully left the group, saying he wants to chase the world title, but Callis didn't take it well. Andrade was immediately jumped and left laying there. Kevin Knight retained the TNT Championship against Lilo Rush. No, this is Rush. Rush is the other guy.
Rush,
Spelled the same.
Yeah, same name.
Yeah. But afterwards, Darby Allin came out demanding a title shot. Dallas Callis shut that down quickly. So don't expect that rival to end anytime soon. The feud between Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa continues to get more personal as another backstage fight broke out ahead of their beach break match. First off, can I say one thing?
Yes.
Why have you... Tommaso Ciampa's a monster.
Yeah.
Like, I'm across the street on him. And Chris Jericho, we got the same body. What are we doing? This is unrealistic. In the tag team action, Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay picked up a win over the Swirl. But the bigger story was Moxley continued to recruit Ospreay into the Death Riders. We also saw Jay White return to Dynamite, calling out David Finlay and the Dogs while making it clear that Switchblade era is back. The main event crowned a new TBS champion as Hikaru Shibata won the survival of the... What I call her? Shibata. Shibata. Sheeta.
Holy Sheeta.
Shibata's the yogurt.
And we have a Shibata in AEW.
We do.
Yeah.
Different people. won the Survival of the Fitness match by defeating Chris Statlander, Persephone, Queen Aminata, Harley, and Mayaka. Is that right?
Sure.
I don't know. These names is crazy. What happened to John, Bob, Sarah? The show ended with Kenny Omega accepting MJF's challenge, even though it means he'll never get another world championship opportunity if he loses. MJF immediately attacked Kenny Omega, so security had to separate them, and next week, title match suddenly became one of the biggest matches of the summer. It pretty much is. I don't know why I wrote that. We're moving to AEW Collision. The show opened with the Death Riders, Pac and Cassiola, picking up the win over Takagi and Drilla, but not without help. Daniel Garcia and Affairs once again provided the Death Riders will be making sure that the Death Riders stay on top. Backstage, the conglomeration regrouped after recent chaos, with tension still pounding around injuries and upcoming title implications. Meanwhile, Andrade versus Brian Cage turned into a hard-hitting fight, and Andrade pulled out the win to keep his momentum alive, and he continues to distance himself from the Don Callis family. And the women's tag team action, Thunder Rosa, Mina, Shirakawa, handled business quickly against Zara and Becca. Your wrestling name is Becca.
Hey,
No.
day. One day.
But the real story came after the match when Tekla cut a brutal promo declaring war on Stardom and calling herself the Toxic Spider, setting a dark tone for the women's division heading into the All-In season.
She ain't done.
She ain't done. The Bang Bang Gang, Adam, Copeland, whatever, picked up a strong 8-man tag win over Taylor the Promotions, but the celebration didn't last long. The Death Riders and the Dogs ambushed them after the match, reminding everyone that nobody is safe right now. That was dumb.
Yeah, there was a lot of moving parts in that one.
I didn't feel that at all. Like I see what they want to do. This wasn't the time to do it. This show is not for shenanigans. Like, what are we doing? First off,
it's Collision.
Collision. I don't do shenanigans on Collision. I watch wrestling on Collision.
Guess what? Stuff just happened.
They tripping. And a major shift, Ricochet's the Demand faction dominated in the trios action, and afterwards Ricochet made it clear that they are no longer just forming, they are taking over. Whatever, Ricochet. I remember watching you wrestle a dude with one leg, and you was confused the whole time. Was that funny? I shouldn't laugh at that, but I thought that was hilarious.
No, yeah, right, exactly.
The women's division kept stacking momentum as Athena defeated Rena to earn a key casino gauntlet advantage, showing why she remains one of the most dangerous competitors in AEW. Then the tone shifted again when Maya World defeated Julia Hart, earning her own casino gauntlet position, continuing to build towards Beach Break. Julia Hart, they've been doing Julia Hart dirty for a while now.
Dirty.
Yeah, since she came back, crazy.
Yeah.
In the main event, Kyle Fletcher defeated ELP in a strong back and forth match. After the win, Don Callis family made it official. The Don Callis family is coming for Takeshita's International Championship next week, but Takeshita showed up to shut down the celebration and send a message back. The show ended with tensions at an all-time high as Takeshita stood face-to-face with Fletcher and Callis, setting up a huge title clash and potential eternal betrayal within the Don Callis family. It's AEW in a nutshell.
That was AEW in a nutshell. It was wrapped up in a nice little package.
I shaved my beard off so I can't read. My lips everything don't feel right.
The ergonomics is off.
Yeah.
That's like the air when the air cuts through is not enough, you know. I don't know what I'm about to say. Yeah. You know what we centrifugal force and all that old other stuff. That's what's going on. Yeah.
Force.
That's what's, like when the air cut through when you talk. See, ladies and gentlemen, when you talk, right, there's certain things happen with the air and like with I don't know. We done. That's going to do it for us for the Bury the Bookie podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're doing so, please like, share, follow, subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next one.